Hello, this is Justin.
Hi, Justin. It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
Oh, hey. How are you guys? What's up?
I was expecting that reaction.
Hey.
And I imagine you weren't expecting this call.
Not in particular.
Are you a fan? Do you listen often?
A fair amount. Yeah, I like you guys.
Oh, I appreciate that.
By chance, is this the dating thing?
Yes, it is.
Oh, there we go.
Now, we understand you've been dating,
Yeah, trying to get back out there, you know.
trying to get back out there. And I know you're probably being choosy and very intentional in how you're navigating all this.
Trying to make wise decisions for sure. Yeah.
Say it again?
Trying to make wise decisions for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd
Yeah.
like to talk about Rochelle and your Applebee's day.
Oh, okay. Rochelle seems like a very lovely person. I enjoyed talking with her for the most part. Date was good. Had a nice walk after, and yeah, she is. She certainly seems like a nice person.
Well, that's good. Is there anyone else who's distracting you right now, or do you think you'd be open to seeing Rochelle again for a second date? Because she did note that you haven't reached out yet, and you've just been busy.
I'm a little gun shy. Like, she did this thing kind of early on in the date that caught my attention. And, like, I was able to keep on going with the date and whatever, but there was something kind of distracting about it. And, like, after the date, like the day after, it really sort of sat kind of weird with me. But I like her, and a lot of other things seem great, but it just sort of, I don't know. Yeah.
Will you share? Are you willing to share with us what it was?
So she took out this notepad and just, like, had it on the table there. And as we were talking, she would, like, make little jots on one side of the paper or the other.
What, like a pro and con list?
Well, yeah, that's what it was, man. That's what it was. Because I asked her about it, and she said it was her strike and home run list. And so I was like, what's that? And she's like, well, when you say or do something that's, like, really awesome, like, I put it in the home run. And if you say or do something that I'm not really into, then I put it in the strike category. And I'm just like, okay, that's a little in my face right now.
Yeah.
And, like, I understand people are assessing their date as they're having their date. Like, that's a natural thing.
Yeah.
But, like, to take out a notepad, like, people usually do that in their head, or they, I don't know, they have the date and then they talk about it with their friends, or they assess later. But it felt a little...
Definitely different.
Yeah, a little commodity based and a little like, wait a minute, like, I'm a person, man. Can we just sort of, like, be here now instead of, like, instantly ranking? Or, like, are you going to want to try to, like, shape me who you want to be? Like, what's going on? Like,
So my little baby sister, who just celebrated a birthday recently, used to write down things, and we found some of these in my mother's house after she passed away, where she would write down offenses that I committed that she was going to tell mom about.
Good for her.
And they were like the silliest, dumbest things, you know, like he left his clothes on the floor, or he moved my milk, or something stupid, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the thing that's real conflicting is that there were a lot of moments, like, in the conversation and whatnot, where it felt like there was, you know, wonderful chemistry and, like, flow and going on, and you getting to actually know someone. And then, like, I would see her, like, pick up the pen and then jot something down. It would, like, take me out of that.
Yeah.
For a moment or two. And I'm just like, what?
I'd have been like, can we go over my strikes? I'd like to know, what did I do wrong? What
I'd
were
be
my
really
strikes?
curious too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and, like, how would you like it if I took out a thing and, like, and starting to categorize everything I don't like and like about you, right?
I'm just really curious. So what is the reason? Why do you do this?
I was going to say, Jeff, that's such a nice story about your sister, and that's really special, actually, I think. And to explain myself, this is actually the first time I've ever done it. It was actually my sister that suggested it because she knows me so well. I get so caught up in the moment sometimes, and I get so nervous. I don't usually leave a date like really clear about what just happened. I don't know if anyone can relate, but I tend to get so lost in the moment, and I just want it to work out so badly that I only remember the things that I like about a guy. And then I'm kind of blind to all the things that I guess my red flag radar is not very sharp. So even though I hear it, it doesn't hit me that this is probably not a good
Red
fit.
flag
you know?
blindness.
Yeah. And when one of those, I don't want to say bad things, but not compatible things pops up, she said, just make a little note, and Justin, you only had one strike, and that was your work hours. You told me you work like so much, and that's because he's young, and so he's just, this is the time to do it, right?
That was his only strike? Was his work hours?
Yeah, they just work so much, and as he gets older, I think that'll calm down. But I know it sounds really crazy, but there were a lot of you knocked it out of the park type of thing. It was a kind of a jokey thing she came up with for me. So I'm sorry if it came off. I mean, you asked me about it, and I thought I kind of explained it, so I didn't realize it was such a turnoff.
Yeah.
For you, Justin.
Well, I guess my question is, if let's say you got into a relationship with him, if every time you're having a heart-to-heart with him and you're sitting there with a notepad saying, oh, he was dismissive to me, I'm going to write that down.
Oh,
this isn't a regular thing that you carry around with you every
this was
time you're in a relationship.
No, it was the first time I did it. And my sister was like, if a guy has a problem with you protecting yourself, then that might be a red flag.
Yeah.
That's true. So what do you think, Justin? Do you think you can, give this another go? Are you open to it? Is it okay with you if she makes a few notes on the date? At what point, on date number 3, do we put the notebook away? Can we make a compromise, a deal here?
I guess the thing is, I wouldn't want, what are you looking for in dating? Are you looking for short-term, long-term? Are you, trying to have 3 kids? Or, why are you dating, I guess? And maybe that's a thing we could talk about on a second date. Maybe we do something a little more active, like a walk or something that gets us not just sitting there, maybe feeling a little too nervous.
Well, what I'm gathering from the two of you, you're both talkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to talk. So, I don't know if I don't know if an active date is better for talkers or if sitting down is better for talkers, but I think that the two of you should talk about it and come up with a plan and do this again. What do you all think? Should they get together and talk about it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they should talk about it.
Yeah, I guess we are talkers, but I think a bicycle ride would be nice, and we could still talk.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Because you can't take notes on a bike ride.
No,
so that's,
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yes, let's do it. Do it. They're doing it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So we're going to set it up. Justin, you'll be hearing from Rochelle because she called us. Just give her the courtesy of a response. And we appreciate you both coming on Second Date Update, you guys.
Thank you so much, Jen and Jeff. I love you guys. Thank you.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too.